our duty before God to love our neighbor as ourselves, is it not? It's not to prove our child our neighbor in need. He needs you to speak up for him. He needs you and I to declare, thou shalt not kill, to those who are killing around us. When we declare thou shalt not kill, we declare the whole counsel of God regarding abortion on the man. For God is not willing that any should be aborted. And it's better for us. Far better for us to have a millstone tied around their neck and be thrown in the depths of the Mississippi River and have these children aborted. And yet 4,000 of them are brutally killed every single day under a color of law, under a pretense of medicine and choice. But it's wrong to kill little babies, you know. Some choices are wrong. Abortion is a free choice for the body. It's no choice for baby. Baby wants to live. Baby don't want to die. The baby shouldn't have to suffer or die for mommy or daddy's selfish pleasure and convenience. I said baby shouldn't have to suffer or die for mommy or daddy's selfish pleasure and convenience. They're not starving for human dreams for little people. Little mom, little friend.
I'm going to have to look inside here. Let's go inside here first.
Americans are aborted. None of them are pro-choice. None of the babies that are aborted are pro-choice. They all want to live. Babies shouldn't have to suffer or die for mommy or daddy's selfish pleasure or convenience. They're not garbage. They're human beings, they're little people, made in the image and likeness of Almighty God. And most people are okay with it. They're not okay with seeing what abortion is or what it does. They're okay with it as long as their wells are high enough to hide the carnage and thick enough to muffle the scream. They're okay with abortion on demand, as long as they don't have to deal with it. The people are not so offended with the pictures of Hitler's Holocaust as well as the pictures of America's Holocaust. The reason why they're not offended with Hitler's Holocaust is because they're not responsible for it. They were all responsible for America's Holocaust. It's not something that's unknown. It's not something that's unseen. Abortion clinics are the first things listed in the yellow pages. We all know what abortion is and what it does to little children, or at least we should know. We're all culpable. We all have a duty to Almighty God to love our neighbor as ourselves and to speak up to those who are unjustly being murdered or slaughtered. All of us. Being pro-life means nothing. Saying that you love God, that you're a Christian means nothing unless you do something, unless your actions show it. We go to the abortion clinics in Iowa, and Missouri, and Illinois, and other cities, states and cities, and we don't see much of a Christian presence at these abortion clinics. And that's why we're here. Abortion goes on because of the silence of the church. We ask, why is the church silent? And every abortion clinic should have a sign that says, open with the blessing and permission of the local church. If Christians really raise up against baby murder in this country, it would be outlawed. It would be outlawed.
There's some in here. Iowa City Planned Parenthood.
Let's see here. I'm going to get a piece of paper out.
Sure.
Because I need this info. We're going to find people for you.
Good.
Okay?
That'd be great.
I've marched on abortion clinics here in St. Louis, in California. And honestly, when I saw you guys out here, I was thinking to myself, what in the world is going on? We're a pro-life group, and we don't want you for a second to think we're not. We got your same team side. You're preaching to the choir here.
Well, the choir needs to be preached to because we've been going to the abortion clinics for 30 years, and we haven't seen an ELCA person at any of these clinics.
Well, that's because they're ELCA. We're LCMS.
I'm sorry. No,
Here's a pen and paper. You can write which ones you want.
I said it wrong, and I meant Missouri Synod, but because I know you're. We haven't.
You don't need to.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. I can't write. I'll let you write. You
said
Iowa City, Planned Parenthood, Emma Goldman. Those are the two abortion clinics there.
Okay, this is not a anti-gravity
Okay.
pen. Iowa City.
Planned Parenthood and Emma Goldman abortion clinic.
Oh, so there's two of them.
Right.
And Emma Goldman.
Oh, and Emma Goldman. There's a Planned Parenthood at Bettendorf, Iowa.
Hey, you know, I grew up in Davenport.
Did you?
Yeah, I was raised by the ELCA, and I left.
Okay. Yeah, there's an abortion clinic in Bettendorf. It's a Planned Parenthood. You know, it's mostly Catholics that are there.
Well, I'll get my dad there.
Okay.
He's in Davenport.
Great. And and then there's one in Des Moines they kill on Thursday and Friday. The one in the Planned Parenthood in Iowa City kills on Wednesday. And I tell you what, I'll give you our contact info.
Yeah, sure.
And you can, and I can tell you just about any city in this country. You know, I mean, because of the fact that we've been to many of them and we network with all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know who goes there and who doesn't go there. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, there's affiliated in Planned Parenthood. Right, affiliated in Planned Parenthood.
I know a pastor there.
Yeah, there were 8 clinics, and now we're down to 2. I rescued there. I lived there for many years.
That's great. See this lady over here in the dress, talking to your friend in the red shirt?
My wife.
Your wife? Yeah, I met her earlier. She's a nice lady. That lady's a representative from our organization called Lutherans for Life.
Right. My wife attended a Lutherans for Life conference, and there was no mention of abortion. None.
You're kidding me.
No, there was all about postborn children. You know, cherish life was your theme.
Well, to me, I think maybe it's just because it's too assumed that, of course, we don't want people to be aborted.
Yeah, but you know, I talked to a representative, and I showed him these pictures. I said, "How come you don't have aborted baby pictures? You know, there? Oh no, that turns people off. You know."
Yeah, well.
The thing is, it saves babies. You know,
tough love.
We had 3 babies saved in Iowa City on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, and those pictures played a part in that.
Different people have different approaches to the same mission.
Well, that's fine.
There's not only one way to skin a cat.
I understand that, but the thing is that, you know, we got Catholics that are there that don't have signs, and they're praying the rosary, which is idolatry. But
right.
you know.
So you said also Granite City?
Granite City.
Yeah.
The Hope Clinic in Granite City.
Hope. Okay.
Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, I told them about Planned Parenthood, you know, here. I'm just thinking about the ones in the area. What city?
I love the way you guys are filming me with your camera.
Right.
This is great. Yeah. I hope you don't put it online, but if you do, I just want to say the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod is a pro-life church body, and we stand for that. No questions asked.
We understand that, but you aren't doing enough. Being pro-life isn't enough. You have to be proactive.
Well, what are you doing about infanticide in other countries?
Actually, I go to other countries.
Okay. And what are you doing about
infanticide is abortion,
hunger issues in other countries? Are you bringing water to people that don't clean water in other countries?
Oh, no, I don't do everything.
Okay, we're a church body. We do all of these things globally.
But the thing
and you need to understand that we're not solely focused on one issue, because our world has so many different issues that God has problems with, that we're trying to bring His Word and His Gospel into.
We aren't solely focused on abortion either. We also, work against sodomy. I smuggle Bibles into Cuba, China, Laos, Vietnam. You know,
good,
those kinds of stuff. But the thing is that the big neglect, the huge neglect, is abortion on demand here in America. The reason why 65 million children, 1 out of every 3 children, are aborted is because of the absence of the church, because of the tacit permission of the church.
I would not disagree with you on that. I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
Right.
I want to know where else we can get people to stand with you at these abortion clinics.
Every city that has a clinic, you know, they're the first things listed in the yellow pages, so they're not hard to find. And
I want to know where you're going to see them.
I'm going to see them in Iowa City.
Because I know that we're marching on them too, and if you haven't seen us there, then that says we're not the same ones as you. If you don't believe me, it's because you haven't seen us there, but we're marching.
Right. Well, all of Iowa.
Okay.
Okay, and they do also abortions in Council Bluff, and then over the border in Nebraska at I'm trying to think of the city south of Omaha there. I've been to that, I've been to that abortion clinic there a number of times.
Right. Yeah.
But
you're a Midwestern guy.
Yeah.
From Iowa, right?
And no, Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Where in Wisconsin?
Jefferson.
Okay.
Jefferson's in between Madison and Milwaukee, and I was a missionary in Milwaukee for about 17 years before I moved to Iowa.
Right.
And so I've been doing this all my life. So is my wife.
Well, fantastic. God bless you for your work. We might not work the same way, but we're working for the same God and same mission.
Hopefully. Okay, because there's a lot of people that think they're working for the same God, but they're not. Because, they got a Jesus that's not really the Jesus of the Bible. They got a gospel that's not really the gospel of the Bible.
Well, we'll determine whether or not we agree on that, but I'm pretty sure that we're not going to fall too far from each other.
Well, you got the right spirit.
Hey, you know what? I just wanted to let you know, just so you know, the Christian choir.
I know.
Pro-life people.
We hear that all the time, but we don't see the choir where it should be singing. Well, okay? And the choir should be singing at the abortion clinics. They should be standing with us at the sodomite parades.
Well, let's team up and work together.
All right, you got my address.
Let's not chastise each other. Let's team up and work together.
You got my address.
You got it.
Okay.
And I'll pass it on to our Lutherans for Life people.
Would you like some extra newsletters?
I'll have a couple extra newsletters, sure.
On our email list, and let you know what we're doing. We're not just always beating up churches. You know, we're beating up sodomites. We're rescuing babies at abortion clinics. You know,
we're keep rescuing. That's the work of our God, to rescue people from death.
Right.
Yeah.
All of the people that you see here, they're seasoned rescuers.
I'm sure they are. You don't come to places like this unless you are. That'd just be suicide sometime, you know.
Right.
Unless it's training for those who are learning how to do that. Have any of you guys been saved from abortion yourselves? No. Do you have kids that have been?
Nope.
Anybody who's been in that situation?
Yeah, we know this one gal that just got out of penitentiary. She came to a garage where I was working out of, looking for work, and I got to talking to her, and so I started teaching her Automotive 101.
Right.
I only find out that she was an abortion survivor.
Right.
In other words, her mom went in for an abortion, it didn't work out.
Isn't that just phenomenal when you meet people like that?
Well, it's not by accident.
Right, no, not at all.
It's not by accident.
No, sir, it's not. Not by accident at all. My, what was going to be my older brother is, a miscarriage. And, I wish I would have known.
Yeah.
It was an abortion, but either way.
Well, we know tons of people, that have had abortions, that have, some experience. I don't have any family. When I say that, I don't have any family that occurred to.
Right.
And because of the fact that we've been proactive so long, and they know they're gonna. If they don't have no fear of God, they better have a fear of Dan. And because we confront it no matter where it's at. And but especially inside of our own families.
Jesus saves. There's hope.
There's only hope for the penitent. Okay,
there's hope who confess their sins and repent.
Right.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
if you're not a sinner, you don't need saving.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of false teaching in the church. God loves everybody. He hates the sin, loves the sinner. These are all false teachings.
I think your problem isn't so much with false teaching in this church body. I think your problem is not enough action.
Right, exactly. It's inaction.
So you want more action.
Right.
You want to see feet on the
right,
street.
boots on the ground. We're a church militant, and we should be declaring God's law. Yeah. We say there's no king but King Jesus. That's what the early church declared.
Yeah.
And so we should be insisting upon God's law. Inside the legislatures and outside the legislatures.
Right.
We're outside the Supreme Court. We're outside. When the Supreme Court passed those two decisions, there was no Christian witness out there. There was tons of sodomites. There's two of my friends, that Ron Brock and Alan Hoyle were the only two people out there declaring God's law. And those things ought not be. And this is the way it is all the time, everywhere.
Now, how do you pair the gospel with God's law when you're out there doing God's law? When do you hit them with the gospel?
All the time, okay? Because of the fact that, if they don't know God's law, how are they going to know they're sinners?
Yeah, right. Why would they need saving, right?
Right. Yeah. So you get right down to that. God's law.
Sense.
I think it was Spurgeon who said if I have 45 minutes to preach to somebody, I'd spend, an hour to preach somebody, I'd spend 45 minutes on God's law.
Right.
And then 15 minutes on the on the other part of the gospel, but it's all gospel. It's all part of the gospel.
Yeah. Is this young one related to you in some way?
He's actually Phil's son. Phil adopted him.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hang in there, buddy.
She's headed there this week.
Yeah.
Right now she's on the way. But she's been on the streets since she was 3.5 years old. She'll be 16 next Friday.
Hey, I wanna see you guys get more people on the street. I want to help you with that.
Keep in contact. You got our email.
Just as long as you're informed. I don't want you to waste your time trying to convince people in our group. If you find one pastor from our group who doesn't agree with your witness that God is against abortion in every way and wants us to advocate for people to keep their babies, if you find a pastor like that, get his information if you can. Just ask him for his card. We need to figure out who these people are. That's kind of nuts.
Right. Well, this sorts them out. This is exposing them.
Right.
It reveals men's hearts.
Then we need to build them up. We need to bring them into the right teaching.
Right. And you know, that's why we're here. We're not here to beat you down. We're here to help you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head back to my friends, and I got work to do inside. But
all right.
I just wanted to make sure we're seeing eye to eye.
Keep touch.
God bless you. I hope we get some more pastors with you.
All right.
Lead the church.
Never had a chance. Never had a choice. Never had a friend. Never had a voice. To never